reaction to renaming of some streets in parts of Lagos. This is not the first time. Initially, it was done under the cover of the night, but this time it is quite bold, brazen, and done in a manner of who cares how they feel. What's your reaction to this brazen act of exclusion?
Mr. Okoro, yes, it is a sign of the things to come in future.
Okay, which is?
Problem. Serious problem is looming. You know why these people are so bold in doing what they have done? Because when they did all those small things in the past, we neglected it as nothing. We see it as nothing. Did you remember it started with politics the other time? When they conducted the 2023 election and they said Igbos should not vote. They did all manner of things. And we swallowed all the insults. And they said we should move on. Look at where we have moved on to. Have you seen it? That if that thing that happened in 2023 was tackled, or that Igbos retaliated, they will not have the boldness to do what they are doing.
No, Barrister, retaliation will lead to anarchy. And nobody wants that.
Good.
That is what we are trying to avoid.
Hold on, please. Look, this evening, I don't want your defense, so please.
No, it's not defense, Barrister. We are holding a conversation. We are not going to incite. We are not going to sit down here and incite people.
Really?
Retaliation will eventually lead to anarchy, and that is not what we want.
Somebody is poking his hand into your eyes, and you say, no, don't bother, don't worry, don't retaliate. Abi, then when it now cut off your head, what will you do? No, tell me. I just gave you where this thing started. 2023 election, somebody was so arrogant and so stupid to say that the Igbos should not vote in Lagos, and they were attacking them, beating them, treating them like animals. We kept quiet, we endured it, we tolerated it. Is that not why they have moved on? Do you know that most of these streets, the people that originally owned the name of that, they worked, they developed that street. That was why the people used their name on that street, the two of us. Look at what Charlie Boy said about the Charlie Boy bus stop. Mr. Okoro, do you know how many people of Yoruba extraction that Charlie Boy developed? Tunde and Wunmi Obe, they grew from Charlie Boy's show. I watched it. I saw it. Many Yoruba artists today, they grew from Charlie Boy's show. It's on record. I have been asking this one, why is this nonsense going on for God's sake? Is it not annoying? You call this place a center of excellence, but look at what you are doing. Look at, where are the elders of Yoruba? Where are the elders of Lagos? No, is this what you call center of excellence? What is excellence in this type of nonsense? We are talking of Agbero that have become a menace to everybody. Who brought Agbero into Lagos? Mr. Okoro, I grew up in Lagos. I grew up here. Number 4 Akerele Street. So what? Number 11 Akerele Street. He used to call me Omo Okoro or Omo Igbo. After that village master program, yes. We grew up in that street Akerele. We never saw this type of all of a sudden because of politics. Now they are talking of street.
Barrister, before we move on, will it be appropriate to reduce this thing to 2023? Because even before then, in 2019, was it 2019? Yes. Well, there was a certain order that says, look, if you don't vote for a particular candidate, you'll be thrown into the lagoon. So, but I think we saw the apogee of it in 2023. These things have been going on. But before we get into the politics, the ethnic politics of it all, let's get some education here about how streets are named and the historical anecdotes that define their existence. What's the legal process of naming streets after individuals? Mr. Okoro, you're a lawyer. Let us know.
Most of this is done by the local government.
Okay.
This is a local matter, a local institution. It is either they look at, because before they can do that, you must have been, at least you have a property in that street and you must have added to the development of that locality. Are you getting what I'm saying? Most times the local authorities will now look at street and look at somebody around there who have contributed to that environment before they can name you, use your name to name that street. That is the process, that's the procedure. It doesn't require, it may be the worst illiterate in that area, but because it's either he was the first to live in that place or he has contributed to that locality.
And there's always a government imprimatur,
That's what I said, local government, local government, yes.
It's within the purview of the local government.
Yes, that's the local government, it's the local matter.
Now, there was this argument circulating out there about the Charlie Boy bus stop that it was not formally recognized by the local government. But if you isolate the Charlie Boy, what about other streets? Like, it does appear that the majority of the names changed that of Igbo origin. Now, this isn't the first time that Igbos are targeted, and in this manner of thing. What is it about the Igbo people?
They believe that when they name those streets, Igbo street or Igbo name, then Igbos will claim the street. Mr. Okoro, is it possible? You can see the mentality of people. Please, is there any street in Lagos here that Igbo said nobody should live here except Igbos? Or you want to rent house, or you want to buy a land and that Igbo say you should not come there and build up. Is there anything like that?
Okay, Barrister, I keep questioning. A lot of people keep questioning. Do you have any sociological explanation for why the Igbos are always a target of attack? Does it have to do with their prosperity, or what? Is it that there are how can I put it now?
Envy, jealousy, wickedness. Envy, jealousy, and wickedness. Why should the Igbo man prosper? Why should he have property? Why should he contribute to the development? Is that not any other reason? I've asked this question. Let somebody come and tell me now that there is a particular area in Lagos. a particular area in the whole of Southwest where the Igbos dominated and said that this place is our own, nobody should come here, like some Northerners are doing in Yoruba land.
Okay, because I recall that Pastor Tunde Bakare, once this issue came up the other time, he said that, look, what is the problem? The Igbo man never put a gun on your head, you know, to say you must sell this land to me. It was a freehold, you sold, and the man bought. So why is the problem every time unprovoked attack?
Good.
And especially the Southeasterners are always singled out.
No, you see, let me tell you, Mr. Okoro, I don't even want to recognize what some of them are saying, because it is the leaders of this area that are causing this problem. The Agboro in the motor park, will he go and do this type of thing on his own? A local government chairman is not a tout. He's not an illiterate.
And he's even living, he's an outgoing local government chairman.
Yes. Then let me ask you, the leaders that are watching this thing, what are they saying? Nothing. Even this leader, they have committed more crime against the Igbos in the past, and nobody questioned them, nobody reprimanded them, nobody said anything. That is why this thing has continued. When they don't see that, they cook up something to provoke the Igbos unnecessarily. If you talk and say it's a Yoruba land, therefore we must give it to any name we like. The man that contributed to the development of that city, what happened to him? The man that helped to build that city, what happened to him? Like that Ifeanyi street in Ibarega. Remember, Adibo told me the story of that street in Ibarega. How that man contributed. All of a sudden, nobody recognizes the contribution of the Igbo man in Lagos State, Mr. Okoro. All the things that the Igbo man has done to develop this state, nobody talks about it, Mr. Okoro. Is that not foolishness of the highest order?
No, but Barrister, one surprising thing is that if you go to the southeast, there are thriving Yoruba communities.
Nobody talks to them.
I keep going back to Umuahia, you know. If you go to Umuahia, there's an Adelabu street that I met as a young boy. Even in Enugu, there is still an Adelabu street, and nobody has made any effort to rename the streets. And if you go to some parts of South, even in Rivers State and Port Harcourt, no matter the level of antagonism between the Ikwere man and the Igbo man, they have not made efforts to change the names of streets. So why is it dominant here in the Southwest? And people are asking, why is it difficult, you know, for the Southwest and the Southeast to build some kind of, you know, a bridge of unity, considering that the culture, tradition, and everything, there's similarity. So why is it difficult for us to build that bond of friendship? No,
don't go there. Don't go there. Because when you say that, it may look as if the Igbo man is always antagonizing the Yoruba man, and the Yoruba man is always antagonizing the Igbo. No.
So what is it?
The problem is coming from one side, the Yoruba man. Mr. Okoro, let's not call a spade here. Let these people come and tell me one single reason why this thing is going on. One single day the Igbo man has...
Does it look like the Southeasterner has tried to extend hands of fellowship to the Southwesterner and they were rebuffed?
Is it not obvious? When you're a very peaceful person, how do you show your accommodating spirit? Hold on. When you have shown that, yes, you are a very peaceful and diligent and industrial human being, please, how do you demonstrate that you want to accommodate your fellow brother? The Igbo man, has he any time for this type of shenanigans? He goes about his business diligently, peacefully. I ask you again, can you mention any time in the history of this country called Nigeria that the Igbo man started rioting or protesting in the southeast and saying non-Igbo should leave Igbo land and start killing them, burning their shop? But you know how many times it has happened in this Lagos, especially in the days of OPC. You know how many times it happened in the north. So why is it that the Igbo man is not even at least congratulated for his diligence and industry in adding value wherever he is? Is that not a problem, Mr. Okoro? Please tell me.
It seems to be a problem. That's why we are holding this conversation. That's why we're having this conversation.
It is a shame on the people behind it. No, it's a shame. It's a shame on these people who are doing all this nonsense. That means they have nothing to offer. They are complete touts that are doing all this nonsense. They have nothing to offer. And go and check, they are not even negotiations. Mr. Okoro, hold on, please. Let these people come out and tell me that all of them that are doing this attack on the Igbo man, they are negotiations. I will stop talking on air. It's a challenge. Let any of them tell me that their ancestral root is in this Lagos. These are people who came from neighboring states on slippers and a pony bag, entered into Lagos, and they were doing Igboro before they become what they are. And now they are claiming to be Lagos. Can you just imagine? People like came to Oluoma who took it upon himself to say that Igbo should not vote in Lagos. He was beating them, harassing them during the last election. Who is he? Where is he from? When he wanted to be Oba of Osho, didn't he hear what they told him? These are people that are claiming to be Lagosians. Because they can speak Yoruba.
Okay, now, Barrister, I want us to deepen this conversation. This is not only in the West. We also know that if you go to parts of the North, anytime something happens.
Let's talk about. No, hold on. They did not rename any streets.
No. But I want us to expand this discussion. In terms of attack, the Igbos have also been attacked in parts of the North. Barrister, let us question this thing. Is there anything in the character of the Igbo man that, I mean, lends him to being attacked? Is there anything like, is it that they are, is there anything in the character of the Igbo man that makes the other fellow see him as an antagonist, as an enemy all the time?
Mr. Okoro,
did you see any?
I didn't see any.
Okay.
The only fault the Igbo man have is because of his diligence and industry. Nothing else. Let the Yoruba come and tell me that the Igbo man disrespect their culture. Is there anything they want to do Oro? And the Igbo say, no, you will not do this Oro, especially in my street. We will not allow it. Tell me anytime the Igbo man disrespect. When the Oba of Lagos said that all the Igbo will drop inside like good if they don't vote according to his will. Did anybody insult him? Even some elders of people land in Lagos, they had to go and beg him. With all this insult, are you listening to me? Nobody in the Southeast replied him. Nobody in the Southeast insulted the Yorubas in the Southeast. What kind of woman beings are this, for God's sake? We are talking of Igbos. Now you are adding this nonsense again. Okay, is it their street touchings that are behind all this nonsense? Because tomorrow they say, don't mind all those Igbos, they are the ones doing all this nonsense. You now, what are you doing about it? Oh, you mean we don't have bad boys in the Southeast? No, we don't have, Abi. How many times have they attacked the Yorubas? How many times have any person in the Southeast attacked the Yorubas? With all this that we are collecting here. What kind of life is this, for God's sake? These are people who don't. That, when you see a man acting like he has nothing to offer, nothing.
Okay, no. Barrister, let us find a way. When we hold discussions like this, we also look out for solutions. In your understanding, what do you think is the appropriate track to use in reconciling all these differences?
Mr. Okoro,
because there seem to be differences.
Am I the one in government? The person that is behind it is
okay, so
what's going on.
You believe it's a call of the government to
yes. The government.
So what will the government do?
It is one of a mad dog. Listen, it is one of a mad dog that will call a mad dog to order. Why is it that this is started at a particular time in Lagos State here?
Now, some of the streets were also
who is that person
some
behind
of the streets were named after the sitting president and the governor. So what does that tell you? And they've accepted. Okay. Because it suits them. That's what they want. Okay. If you go and check this local government chairman, they are not. Does it look like they are the ones putting this? They are not the ones. They are not acting alone. I mean, does it look like the president and the governor are the ones urging these people? They are 100% behind it. Okay, look at that thing. They named after Bola Ahmed Tinubu Ibariga. What is even an insult to go to such local area to go and name a seat after Bola? Maybe he impacted the street in one way or the other. Maybe he made an impact.
Which impact? Why didn't they see that impact long ago? When they named that, I told you how streets are named. You don't just wake up and name it. There must be. It has a history. Okay. That history must be attached to that person they used to name that street. If it is a new area that they are developing, I say, okay, maybe the man has properties there. You know Bariga, heavily built environment. In fact, the man from Ogun State, I don't know whether they call him Obanta or who. In fact, he owns most of the houses in Bariga, Shomolu. At a point, the government said he should stop building houses there because he has so many properties there. At a point, they say he should stop building. So how did the Tinubu name come there now? How? Tell me how. We are talking of in the 70s and 80s.
Okay, now Barrister, let's look at 2023 general elections, where the Igbos were not allowed freely to exercise their franchise after P2B won Tinubu in Lagos at the presidential election. What is happening now? Is it a build-up to something that could be more sinister in 2027? And I keep asking, so how do we walk out of this trap? How do we walk out of this bind? Is there anything the collectives can do to ensure?
Let me say it now. If the people of Lagos do not take care with this nonsense, if they don't rein in this doubt and this irrelevant elements, destroying the name of Lagos, destroying their culture, they will. In fact, they are going to regret it later because this thing will boomerang. Go and mark my word. Because when you are riding at the back of a tiger, and the tiger is roaming about eating everybody, when the tiger has eaten everybody, it will turn to you. Go and mark my word. The people of Lagos, listen to me now. Don't say you did not hear. This thing you are tolerating and supporting, it will, in fact, it will deal with you later. And don't complain. I'll be here to say, Emma Binu, I will tell you that. I'm not joking. How can you allow one individual to be messing up everything about Lagos? Everything. They will stay somewhere and give you order what to do. And you not ask yourself, where is this going? Will this thing bring peace? Will it bring progress? Will it bring development? Will it bring a good human relationship? You not ask yourself that, you just carry it out.
More like the four waiters.
You don't go and look at Rotary Club and their four waiters. Okay, you don't adhere to it. So if Lagos is destroyed tomorrow, Mr. Okoro, they will call you. They'll say, you ain't Igbos. This is not boomerang tomorrow. These same people, they will call the Igbo man that is the reason for the mess in Lagos. He's the reason for the insecurity in Lagos.
Barrister, let us look for solutions.
They will call you.
Barrister, let us look for solutions. Okay, you say it is the call of the government to ensure that there is peace in the land. All right, now let's move away from that and talk a bit about politics because we are coasting home. Now let's talk about, let's look at the PDP making desperate efforts to have P2B back to their fold. Is it a sellable proposition for P2B? Do you think that he's going to thrive if he gets back to the PDP?
Mr. Okoro?
Yes, sir.
Right now, I am beginning to be circumspect in discussing P2B and his political ambition. I hope you heard me.
Why?
I have made my point on several platforms, especially this particular platform.
We can't stop talking about it.
No, when you over make statement on an issue, it may look like you have a vested interest.
No, but it's a developing story. It's developing. It was just within over the weekend that they started saying. Look,
it is a rumor for now. Yes. It is a rumor. So we have not come out to tell us as joining PDP.
So as an analyst, do you think it's a sellable proposition for P2B?
I don't know for now because they have not come out to tell me. That's the truth. I don't want what I will say now. They say I am the reason why he left PDP. I have driven him out of ADC. Now he wants to join PDP. The same director say he should not go there.
Okay, but it's interesting to know that you are very influential to the point that if you make a comment on TV, P2B is going to buy that. So what would be your advice for him now? What would you advise him to do now?
There are people that P2B is listening to.
And you happen to be one of them.
I don't think so. Right now.
Okay, so why is it difficult for you to talk? Because you don't want people to say it was Darlington that told you.
I mean, can you pretend not to have heard what is going on?
Okay.
Somebody called on Igbo this in the other day, the radio station, that they are fighting because of me somewhere in Surulere. In the bus stop, this newsstand, because of what I said and what I did not say, that I'm the marketing Obi, I'm doing this. Just because I gave an advice, Mr. Okoro, please, is there any time I tell P2B, do not contest this election?
No, I've not heard that.
Good, I need to work with Atiku for you to succeed. Because even P2B knows that he cannot work on his own and get what you are looking for. Is that not what I told him?
Okay.
How is that a bad advice? Tell me how. No, tell me now. I've challenged these people who are criticizing me.
Barrister, the point of the fact is that...
Can they tell me authentically that P2B can challenge Tinubu and win him?
No, but Barrister, as an analyst, there is no way you put out something there out there and everybody will agree with you.
But this one,
you recognize the fact that you're entitled to your opinion. Just the way you're entitled to your own opinion.
My opinion is becoming toxic to some people. I don't want them to give me the name I don't bear.
Okay.
I was doing this thing with my sincere heart.
Okay.
I was giving Obi and I gave analysis. I gave examples. Mr. Obi, Mr. Okoro, I gave examples. Like I asked them, the reason why Biafra failed is it not because we didn't have any backup, any war power behind us? Is that not true? When the Soviet Union came, they said, let us come in and help you. We'll drill the oil for 10 years after the war. Ojukwu said no. They left and even go and join the federal government. How can you be fighting the federal government and you don't have one single war power? I need to supply your needed weaponry and all that. I said Israel is making noise in the Middle East because America is behind them 100%. If you want to go and touch Israel and see what will happen to you, America will come out.
Okay, so bring it down to what's going on in the politics.
So what I'm saying is that whenever you want to do this, even the Bible says that whenever you are going to a war, when you count your weapon, count what you have, whether you can be able to defeat your enemy. The Bible said that, not me. If you are saying that the Bible is stupid, the Bible said that whenever you want to go to war, go and count your weaponry, count your ability, count your capacity, and see whether you will win that war. And I'm telling them that, look, let us encourage Obi to work with Atiku because that's the only option for now. Okay. That's the only option, no other option. PDP is no way.
Master, you can't say that that's the only option.
Which other option? Tell me. Which other option?
No, when Babangida floated SAP and he said there was no alternative to SAP, Professor Sam Aluko of late memory told him, look, there's even death, there's an alternative to death.
Like what?
If you don't want to die, you leave. Now, the issue is this. There could be an alternative, which is, why don't Atiku support Peter Obi? A lot of people are putting out that argument. So must it always be Peter Obi trailing behind Atiku Abubakar? Why can't Atiku Abubakar say, okay, enough of all this, let's push up, let's prop up Peter Obi?
Okay.
Is there anything wrong
now that Atiku is insisting to contest, will you stop him from contesting?
Okay. And if Obi says, I'm not going to run as VP, is there anything wrong?
Then let him, that's what I'm saying now.
Okay.
Let him choose another option. Okay. That will give him details.
It's good to know that there's another option because earlier you said that there was no option. That was the only option.
Hold on, because the two parties that everybody is eyeing, the PDP and the Labour.
Okay.
Tell me, how can Obi go there? Can he contest in those places?
Why not?
Okay, why not?
That's why we're having this conversation.
Oh, you see now, why not? With the wicked there in PDP and equally making inroad in Labour Party when you were started discussing with Abure. Meanwhile, in Sokoro, all the full soldiers of Obi, they have all defected to APC. All the people that won election with Obi's name, they are no longer with him.
No, those people those people were. There's something we call the historical fortune. Those people were like a door opened momentarily and they entered and the door locked. None of them were. They just managed to to create the power.
Before now, did they succeed? Is it not Obi's name that they use to enter the Abyss Okoro? What are you people talking? Look, I am a realist.
Okay.
I am a realist. Yes. Why is it? If Obi have that aggressive and assertive personality, those people will not even dare to leave him and the Labour Party. They would have been there. Even the Labour Party that he gave a name, look at what they are doing to him. So when I look at all these things, I say, look, Obi, please, work with Atiku. Is that a bad advice?
This melancholic attitude is more like is a character flaw too, that he's not very assertive.
People took advantage of his gentleman posture. Is that not?
Which is not weakness anyway. Which is not weakness.
So, but people don't understand. I know Obi. Any day, anytime, I support Obi.
Okay.
I have said it. I'm only giving advice.
Okay. Now, Barrister, we are let's move away from that. Something happened earlier in the day as the First Lady, Oloremi Tinubu, donated a whooping 1 billion naira to displaced families in Benue State. What's going on in this country? I'm saying 1 billion naira, not 1 million naira, not even 10 million or 100 million naira. 1 billion naira. She said the donation is intended to help displaced families regain stability, return to their livelihoods, and build better lives.
Are you serious?
The money came from the Renewed Hope Initiative Foundation.
So where did she get the money?
That is the question I'm asking, because I don't know. You are a lawyer and you are an analyst, but she's not the only person. It started way back, First ladies. Miriam Babangida did that. Miriam Abacha did that. Torai Yaradua did that. Patience Jonathan did that. Is it some form of financial, fiscal rascality on the part of government?
Good.
That we earmark a certain amount of money, which doesn't pass through appropriation, by the way, and people
can't even. In fact, it may create more problem because
what does that speak to?
It speaks of our recklessness in governance. What was the need when the husband went there? Did he give any money to anybody? Why did she not go? That money now, will he relocate or rehabilitate those in IDP camp in Benue? Did you hear that all of them have gone back to their ancestral home? So they'll be spending that money in an IDP camp, Abi? In an arid region, in a desert environment. Where will they keep the money in that place? Assuming the money will get to them, or the food stuff they will buy will get to them. Where will they keep these things? In an IDP camp. No security, no privacy. Instead of them to take that money and do the needful, let these people go back to their homes that the terrorists have taken over. Nobody talking about that. Then tomorrow, she just went for campaign. Mr. Okoro, that money is not for any rehab, it's for campaign purpose. And the leaders of those countries, they will share that money. It will not get to the people who actually need it. The people that died, what happened to them? You mean the money is for the dead, too, Abi? How will the dead spend money, Mr. Okoro? Answer me. The dead, how will they spend money? That money will not get to anybody. They use it to go and do campaign. Just like the husband did when he went there to commensurate with the dead. You see, we are not looking at the problem. We are rather creating more problem. This thing that is happening in Lagos, I just discussed, are they not supposed to talk about it? Since they claim that Lagos belongs to them, look at what is happening in their own Lagos. People are gradually destroying Lagos and nobody talking about it. Nobody. The day this thing will boomerang, the day the Igbos will wake up and say, look, this insult is in fact, it is getting out of hand. We want to resist it. You will see what will happen. They will not tell you, you can see the Igbos. You can see the Igbos. They are fighting in Lagos. They want to take over our land. But you have been provoking them now. You have been poking your finger into their eyes now. They kept quiet. Anybody who didn't know what caused the civil war, look at it looming. Look at it walking in front of you. Look at it. Look at it walking in front of you. And nobody saying anything. The elders of Lagos, I am calling on you now. Rein in these thugs that are causing problems. Rein them in. Rein them in. I am not joking. Rein them in, no. Because a time will come when, in fact, it will be difficult to control anybody. Nobody has monopoly of violence. I hope everybody knows that. This thing is getting out of hand. They won't allow the people to vote. They won't allow them to do their business. And now, naming of street. What for? What for God's sake? So all the effort the Igbos are making to develop Lagos, it is now nothing, Abi. These other people that have surrounded you with their cows, killing your people in their farm, raping your women, what have you done about them? If you are not a coward. If you are not a coward, have you challenged them? Go and challenge them. Go and challenge them and stop being a coward. You let the real leprosy that is eating you in your home. You let it and you are disturbing the Igbos. Shame on you. Shame on you.
Okay, now, Barrister.
Shame on you.
Barrister, thank you very much. I'll take that as a concluding thought on this conversation. And this will be a good place to end. Many thanks to you, Barrister Darlington Agomo, lawyer and political affairs analyst. And I hope
so, guys, please, if you want to send money to Nigeria from UK, Europe, Canada, USA, and even UAE, you can use my promo code on TapTapSend. TapTapSend is a reliable app that you can use to make that transfer. Now, if you do that, you are going to get £15 on top of the money for people in UK, 15 euros on top of the money for people in Europe, $30 for people in Canada and USA. Those in Dubai are also going to get 75 AED on top of the money that you are sending. TapTapSend is a very reliable app. Their rate is also very high. So I encourage you to use it today so you can enjoy all the benefits that comes with my promo code. Start downloading now from Google Play Store and App Store to enjoy all these benefits. I'll see you guys. Please continue to share our videos and like and subscribe. God bless.